What's going on, everybody? Mr. Legacy Builder here. And if you're trying to get more clients and build business credit, whether a new business or an already established business, this video is for you. Today, I plan on talking to you guys and showing you guys how you can leverage new business credit and build strong business credit while getting more clients simultaneously. So make sure you stay to the end because there's a lot of great resources throughout the video. Let's get it started. Make sure you guys subscribe so you can see more videos like this, as well as more videos dealing with business, real estate, and multiple streams of income. Now, your time is valuable, so let's get into this. So look, there's a lot of information going on with business credit and with all the things that has been happening from the middle to the end of 2020 and with this current 2021. Business credit is going to be one of the nails in making sure that your business has a strong, solid foundation. So this video, I'm not just going to make sure and tell you about how to get business credit fast and how to make sure that you're building it correctly, but also 5 business credit tips to grow your business credit fast, as well as help you get more customers. So now all the links that's going to help you with the resources is going to be in the description, as well as over my head when I point over it for the iCard. So anyway, let's get into it. So look, when you're building your business, there's basic things that you have to have, especially if you're not getting a lot of customers and people don't really know who you are. Those are common things when you first start a business that you suffer from. Well, one of the main reasons that you suffer from that is not having proper marketing and a good marketing strategy. So even though this video is about business credit, make sure that you have a solid marketing strategy, marketing plan ready to go, placement, promotion, positioning, product or service development, and things of that nature, so that you can be able to get your product where it needs to be, when it needs to be there, and how it needs to be there. If you need help with that, you can click the link in the description. I can definitely help you with that. So when you're building business credit anyway, let's stick with that. You want to make sure that you have a strong digital footprint. I know you got the tiers, and a lot of people have probably been looking at the business credit and different things dealing with business credit. And some of the old ways are the long process, 6 to 12 months and things of that nature, where you have to get about 7 to 9 tier 1s. Then you graduate with tier 2s and tier 3s. And those are different types of business credit before you're able to get business loans and cash cards without a personal guarantee. There's also the other way that you guys have heard of, where you personally guarantee, you have a credit score of 750 or higher, and you personally guarantee your business credit card, and boom, there you go, you got business credit. Well, I decided to merge the two together, help you get fast business credit, but also eliminate that personal guarantee. Now, disclaimer, I am not a financial planner, I'm not a tax accountant, I'm not a CPA, and I'm definitely not an attorney. This information right here comes directly from what has worked for me and my clients, and the experiences that I've been able to do and the things that I've been able to do for myself and others, as well as information that I have gotten from tax accountants, my CPA, as well as the attorney. So always CYA, cover your assets. So now look, one of the main things that I'm sure you guys know, but just in case you don't, is to make sure you got your business set up correctly and make sure that you have a strong digital footprint. So the best way to do that is to make sure that you're capable and you're able to get approved for credit. So check this video out over my head or click the link in the description, because that video right there helps you maximize your criteria so that you can get a business loan as a new business. And as I always like to say, if you can get a business loan as a new business, then you're definitely up to par as a business to get business credit easier and faster, because the same qualifications that you need to get a new business loan is the same qualifications you need to get business credit. Now, outside of checking out that video, you want to make sure that you set up your LLC or whatever structure that fits. Check with your attorney and your accountant to not just make sure that you're legally protected, but also make sure that from a financial perspective, you're strategically protected. A lot of people always say, see your accountant and see your attorney, but I feel a lot of times people don't know which way to go and why to see these people. So you do a lot of things like LegalZoom. And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with those things, to each his own, but you might do a LegalZoom instead of looking at a legal aid, or you might just go with an attorney, but you never look at it from a financial perspective, and they both are significant. So you definitely want to, if it's a long game for you and not just about being self-employed, you want to seek these two types of people, or people in those realms with advisement that you know, like, and trust. So after you got your structure right, you want to make sure you can be found. A lot of people say that's not important, but remember, this is to help you get found fast. And by the way, make sure you stay to the end, because I'm going to drop about 3 to 4 things that you didn't know, which are the 5 tips to help you scale. By being aware of these things and solving these problems, you'll be able to get business credit fast. So make sure you watch this all the way to the end. Also, make sure you comment if you hear something that you want to know more about, or you hear something that you didn't know. So you want to get found everywhere. And this video right here, so click that video over my head that I'm pointing up about when you finish watching this video, or click the link in the description. But that video tells you about how to get found online and how to allow being found online do what's called organic marketing for you, using a platform called List Yourself. So you want to check that video out, because it explains how to maximize using that platform and how to use a little to no investment platform to be found and credible, which as you build your digital footprint for business credit and for authority and authenticity and authentication for people who might be wary of you as a new business. So you want to make sure you check those 2 links and those 2 things out in the description. So after you're able to be found and you're showing up correctly everywhere, you want to make sure that you own your digital footprint. Now, you guys seen what happened a while back on platforms like IG and Twitter and even Facebook, how these platforms, as well as YouTube, sometimes, from what I've been told, how they're able to remove you and your content at any given time. So imagine you build a platform and all of a sudden everything is gone. Your contacts, the people, your content, everything you created and worked so hard for. So I always tell everybody, look, it's a small investment compared to how much money you expect to make to get you a website. So me personally, I rock with Bluehost because Jay-Z, a lot of other people like Nike and other big conglomerates use that WordPress platform, and I like Bluehost because Bluehost is more budget friendly on a year perspective than if you went monthly like some of these smaller platforms. Bluehost also has a lot of free functions that some of the smaller platforms make you pay for. And if you're not tech savvy like me, Bluehost has a lot of ways. Like, for example, my friend, I call him my friend because he helped me, whether you know it or not. Shout outs to you, Tyler Moore. No relation. He helped me build my site and helped a lot of people I know. So a link to his how to build a website is in the description as well. He's not an affiliate, but it's just a good resource. Some of the resources in my description are affiliates, but he's not one of them, and you definitely will benefit from him. So regardless whether you go with Bluehost or anybody else, check Tyler Moore out. He will help you build that website because you need that website, and it's real self-explanatory. He got a bunch of good videos, one for 2021, one for 2020, and every year up, because he keeps his videos up to date. Won't hurt you to check that out. So after you get the website done, you got your business being set up to be everywhere, you got the website done. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that, of course, you got the criteria to make sure that you got everything set up. You want to make sure that you are positioned right. Now, you want to appear as a big business, because being looked at as a big business, as a professional setting, you want to look at your place of location. Location is very important. Yes, you can start at home, but what I have found from mid-2020 all the way back, even from 2019 down, with one of my businesses that I started back in 2019, a lot of times having a residential address stops you from a lot of things, and you're forced, even with those trade lines, to still personal guarantee, because your address makes you come up as a high risk. Also, all virtual addresses are not equal. Check this video out, as well as it's in the description as well, because I smile with that one, because that video was made after I lost a couple of $1,000s from a learning experience going through different virtual offices, thinking that all virtual offices and all types of commercial addresses were equal. So check that video out as well before you jump and get any type of office. Personally, if you can't afford to co-space, or you don't want to co-space because the pandemic, and you're trying to start your foundation off strong and get that business credit faster than 9 to 12 or 6 to 12 months, because you might need it for something faster, you definitely want to follow these steps because they're solid. It worked for me. I know it worked for a couple other clients. I'm sure it'll work for you. And it's the longevity game. It helps you in the short term and the long term, which are key when you're trying to show that you're credible for your clients, because a lot of people are not taking these steps. They're just trying to get the sale. So if you focus on your sales while you're building business credit, soon your business credit will, your business and your business credit will be positioned right, and it will help you with your brand as well as help you get more customers. Remember, your customers come not just because you have the right problem, the right solution to their problem. They're coming because you're positioned, you're promoting right, you're placed where you need to be placed, and you have the right product or service for them, and they're able to find that because of the marketing and branding and the positioning of your business. And you're able to do all that because you got the strong business credit and business foundation. Now, after you do all that, the next thing for you to do, and I'm kind of walking you through the steps, but I'm going to have a link in this description for you guys if you guys want this laid out. I am creating product for you guys where you guys can get the how to do all these things, as well as an up-to-date resource of all the different tiers that you can use, or all the different trade lines you can use, and what to do, how to do it, and things of that nature. We're currently working on something like that for you guys. So if that's something that you are interested in as well, I have a link in the description for you to click on that, so that way you can be on the waiting list when that drops. We'll definitely shoot that out to you and send you the email so you can take advantage of that opportunity. So make sure you click that link for that. So you don't have to go with the link. For example, it's this company called Opus Virtual Offices. Now, Opus is dope because most of the things you need for the business credit, Opus provide as a one-stop shop service, and they don't have a 1-year commitment like most virtual locations, and their month-to-month is not crazy. I believe they got a 3-month minimum contract, and it's like $99 a month. But with them, you get a phone number, fax number, you get a live rep to pick up the thing, you get a virtual address, virtual box, and so much more. Check them out, link in the description for that. However, this is a peep. If you don't need all that and you just need a business address, but you have a decent budget, there's other places out there. You can check them out. And for example, Regis.com, you can check Regis.com out. But Regis has a 12-month commitment contract. But these are two places that I know are solidified in regards to when you apply for business credit, because those are strong commercial virtual addresses. It helps you with your business address and your business credit. So definitely check them out. You won't be sorry. There's other ones out there, but I haven't used them. And of course, there's always the brick and mortar location where you can potentially maybe buy office space from a local real estate investor who is wholesaling them for cash, or maybe you can get with someone who's looking to lease an office space and you can use that. But again, when you're building your business foundation, you want to make sure that your financial plan, because you should have a financial plan set up for your business, your initial 12-month financial plan, you want to look at that and see what type of budget works for you. I always say to myself and to my clients, if you don't have $1,000 budget commitment that you can do for 12 months, you want to try to deal with people who can give you all in all stuff, things that'll fit you well. And if that's the case, places like the Opus Virtual Office, that'll definitely help you, because like I said, they got maybe about 90% of what you need to be set up as a professional business and have all the things that banks look for to make you credible as a business. So definitely check them out. Now look, here go 3 trade lines that I myself used and that's back, that definitely work. Nave.com, you want to get them after you set your business up. Get them immediately with what's going on in the world and different types of scams. Nave gives you a snapshot. Now, it's not a real-time snapshot where it's at the moment up to the beat, because it's not from the reporting agencies themselves. But Nave gives you a snapshot that you can update if as needed, and that you can analyze with your business. It's something called a credit booster. $39.99 is the fee as of the making of this video. And you can go ahead and click that link in the description, fill out your Nave thing, and you can keep up with your business address. You can keep up with your business credit reports, and that way you'll know firsthand what is reporting on your business reports. If your business reports are set up, which is Experian, Equifax, Dun & Bradstreet, and the SBBS, that's what they use when they're trying to determine loans like the SBA and things of that nature. That one, to look at that last one, that one is $49, I believe. But the $39.99 works well for you if you're a new business. So that's one solid trading line. Now, remember at the beginning of the video, I told you that most people, when they're trying to build business credit and they're trying to use that credit to get more customers and stuff fast, they usually are told they need to wait 6 to 12 months or 9 months or play the long game, get about 14 trade lines before they get the cash cards. Now, as of mid-2020 up to now, most of the clients that I've helped have not had to go that way, and most importantly, haven't used the PG as well. They didn't use personal, which is personal guarantee. They didn't have to do all that. Side note, Quill is no longer reporting to the business credit reports. I don't know if it's gonna change, but as of the taping of this video, that's what I was informed when I reached out to them. So if you trying to get what you hear online, which is Quill is currently not reporting as of right now to businesses as one of those business credit trading lines for those net 30s. Now, Nave is an upfront payment. It's not a net 30, but like I said, it reports as a trade line on all 3 credit bureaus. And you need that for business credit. You want to keep a pay debt score of about 76, because 76 is the equivalent of a good score, is like a low risk. And 75 is okay too, but 76 is almost like a 750 in a sense of the correlation to the personal credit. But just keeping it strong and keeping you on task and not keeping this long-winded, you want to get a nave.com so you can monitor your business credit and your personal credit, by the way, and see a snapshot. The next thing you want to do, instead of just grabbing different trade lines that you can't use, you want to leverage the business credit to be effective in running your business while building strong business credit. So you want to be able to get stuff that you're going to use for at least 90 days, 30 days, and 60 days consistently. So the next one to get is an office supply one. I got the link in the description, but you want to get that one, and I'm going to look down just a couple of times to make sure that I give you accurate information. So you want to make sure you get that one, and that one comes from Crown Office Supplies, and it is a business trade line. It's a net 30, and you can use them to get the office supplies, papers, envelopes, printing paper, things of that nature. Anything office supplies that you know you're going to need for your business, get it from them. That way you can run your business with the things that you already have budgeted money for. So when you're taking out these trade lines, you're not having to go get money or create another bill to build business credit. You're simply using the money for things that you will already use the money for to build your business credit. So that's the takeaway. I know a lot of people are not telling you guys that. A lot of times you guys just hear get these trade lines. You want to get trade lines that you can use, and you can use them consistently. And you'll see why in a minute. The last one you want to get is make sure you have a website. Remember, if you're playing the long game, get a website like Bluehost from Bluehost. Link in the description. They got reasonable prices, and so you can get it for a year, and that way you don't got to worry about it. The way I look at things, if you don't got to worry about monthly payments, you're more likely to get it and keep it and be more productive. So less monthly payments, the more productive you are monthly. It just depends on how you do your budget. If you are like a photographer of things of that nature, you can look into Wix. I know a lot of people say Square is good as well, but me personally, I'm a Bluehost guy. So if you want to know more about the differences, put a comment below and let me know you want to know the differences, and I'll do a detailed video of the differences in 2021 and what one works best with what types of businesses. Now, here's the tips. Thank you guys for staying to the end. These tips right here are things that I haven't heard yet, but if you heard these before, comment in the comments below and let me know if you heard these before and how you're going to use these metrics to make sure the metrics to make sure that you're able to move forward and grow your business, knowing of these things to make sure that you're solving. I call these the 5 tips to help you grow your business fast by knowing what you're looking for to grow your business. Tip number 1, you want to have a number of commercial accounts that's constantly updating. So what that means is you need more than one update. So think about it this way. If you was about to get business credit, or if you was looking for something, they need history. Constant updates are continuously showing, okay, this is history, this person is doing this person is using this person can make their payments for a length of time. So the duration of time is key when you're getting business credit. Because if you get a business credit card for $5,000 and you haven't shown that you can make $100 payments for more than 1 month, you can understand how come you might get denied. So Experian and I give you the plug, Experian and Equifax, those are things that they highly look into. That's one of the high factors that Experian and Equifax look into. Constant and continuously updates of those number of payments. So you don't just want to have one account that you're constantly using. You want to make sure that you use Nave. You want to make sure that you use the office supplies. There's more out there, like Uline and things of that nature. I'm about to drop a video on Uline because there's some changes that Uline got going on. But you want to make sure that you're using those things constantly so you can avoid that factor that usually gets a lot of people denied. Because some people will use one vendor, but because they got a trade line that they don't really use because they don't need it for their business, they don't use it, so it don't report this month. Then they use the other vendor. You want to have continuous reporting from all of the trade lines. The next one, employee size of business. You need to have at least one reporting. You got to have more than 0. So those non-employer companies, when you're applying for business credit, you want to count yourself as an employee because after all, eventually you're going to pay yourself. So you want to have at least one. If it's 2 owners, that's great. But I don't recommend lying, but you want to have a consistent number. So when you're applying for credit, because remember, the underwriter is usually more than on one person. So for example, BP, or you probably heard of Wakes, WEX, they have a lot of different cards and a lot of different merchants and vendors. So the underwriter can be the same underwriter. So that's why I always tell everybody, whether it's BP, Amoco, Exxon, Chevron, the underwriter can be the same company. So you want to make sure that you're consistent with your information. They call that data mining, by the way. But I'm going to just stick to it. I ain't going to get into that. But if you want to know more about that, put a comment below. The next one is low number of commercial accounts within 12 months. Now, depending on the type of business credit you're trying to get, on average, those big cards where you're trying to get $100,000, $50,000, stuff like that, that's when you want to have at least 6 to 9 trade lines, because that's a decent number for you to go ahead and show that you got the continuous payments and you got multiple trade lines. Like I said, between 6 and 9. So remember, these are factors, and you might not be able to do all these factors within 30 to 90 days, but being aware of these factors makes you more equipped so that as you get these business trade lines, you're not just grabbing trade lines, but you're getting trade lines according to your day-to-day business needs, which is a guaranteed way to make sure that you use these things continuously. You see how it all lines up and allows you to avoid the factors that usually kill most entrepreneurs and new businesses and even seasoned businesses from getting business credit with no PG. The fourth one, and I'm going to just stop it at this one, risk associated with company industry. Now that risk is the SCAC code, SCAIC code, and that I got the explanation of the codes in the description, but just to sum it up, it's a code that the government as well as the industries classify you as. So whether you're classified as a marketing consulting company, a distribution company, a liquor company, each thing that's out in the marketplace providing a service or a product has a SCAC code. So if you're using a risky SCAC code, like a different type of flipper or things of that nature, that code might make you a high risk, which might make banks frown on but giving you different types of business credit or taking a chance on you even with business loans. So you want to kind of look into that and look for different alternative SCAC codes. If you need help choosing those or you want to know more about that, click in the description and hit me up. I'll be able to help you with that as well. So look, I appreciate you guys. In the description, Let me know what was the best takeaway that you got from this video. Let me know what you didn't know of that sparked something for you, and whether or not this helped. If there's a video that you're thinking about listening on, dealing with more business, more real estate, or different multiple streams of income, definitely let me know in a comment. I hope you guys continue to have a blessed day. This T, Mr. Legacy Builder. Peace.